Hi, this is Burkhard from Heisenware, and today I want to show you in a short video some details about change row. The change row function is one of the functions that allows me to change a given or existing row within a database. And to showcase this, I already defined here some low-code functions, define table. I did this already. So we will having a users table here with an ID, which is the primary key of type string, and the data field, which is of JSON type. That's important here for what I want to show. And the table is already there. If you look at it, it has yet no entries. So let's add a row actually and put as the ID my logged in username and put as the data first name and surname Walter White. If I do this and I check the table, I see that the entry actually is existing now as expected, with data as a JSON object having the nested properties first name and surname. So now say I want to update this entry here to have another first name surname. I can use change row, refer to the correct ID that I want to change, and then put a data object in. And I could obviously say first name. I actually have prepared this. We can do this like this quicker. So I could say first name is Jesse and surname is Pink Name. And if I do so, I will have updated the entire account. So now, careful, what doesn't work from scratch, and this is by design, if I would just give the first name like this and would say it's not Jesse but Jake, and I would love to actually leave the surname Jake Pinkman, this is not what will happen, because what I'm providing here is a full JavaScript object, and it will replace whatever was the JavaScript object of the data property, of the data field. So if I execute this function and I again show the table, we will have data first name Jake, and the surname actually is gone. This is because the database knows about only the fields ID and data. The schema, kind of the inner construction of this JSON object, is not part of the schema of the database. So we can change it as we like, which comes with lots of advantages, but sometimes also with disadvantages or surprises. That's the reason for this video. So let's put back what we had before. And let's say you still have a need for only patching, as it's called, part of the data that you want to change. So you want to actually leave the surname unchanged, but you want to explicitly only change first name in here to Jake. And you can use the options here to modify it. And here you see there is an option called patch. And if you set it to true, it will kind of leave nested JSON objects intact and only patch those fields that you explicitly mentioned. So let's do it to see the difference. So if I say patch true and I execute again, and we look at the table, now see it, now it's Jesse Pinkman, and now we expect Jake Pinkman, and this is exactly what it happened. Because patch is true, it will not touch the rest of the JSON that's there, it will just override whatever keys you give. Then there is another option, field delimiter. I would just say what this is actually. We could use field delimiter, and what it means, we could for example put a dot, which means that we can provide data in a nested data in a different writing way. So I say the field delimiter is dot, so I could say data dot surname, for example, is, we call him White again. And what now happens, so with the patch true and the field delimiter dot, I can have a very short writing like data dot surname, which actually unflattens this if you want, or actually unflattens this flat writing here into the object, and it will still just do what is expected, Jake White, right? Patch and field delimiter are actually not dependent on each other. They work both, as they work. So if I, for example, say false and I would commit this one, we will see first name Jake will be gone as expected. Yeah, so these are some details to know about change row if you're working with the database. Yeah, hope this video helped you. See you soon. Bye bye.